Hi, my name is Luisana Rivera, and this speech today is going to be on my cultural artifact, that being gender disparities in the craft beer industry. What's crazy is that people have been drinking beer for over 7,000 years. What's even wilder is that women are actually the original brewers of beer, something that I never knew. So that's a fun fact. But right now, women have actually been pushed out of the industry. It's become a male dominated field for the most part. In 2019, Pink Boots Society released a survey that showed women make up less than 3% of brewery-owned businesses. That's kind of wild to me, especially now that so many women are drinking craft brew, and they're actually more independent and starting up businesses of their own. It's an important topic because 33% of women in the U.S. consume beer. As a female myself who drinks craft beer, I think that representation matters. If 33% of women are drinking beer, craft beer, how many are brown indigenous people of color? Do they get the same opportunities? Are they represented? What's the representation there? I think we can use more of it. As a Chicana myself living in Los Angeles, I'm surrounded by great breweries, and it's important to feel connected by seeing someone like myself thriving in a male-dominated industry. Organizations like Pink Boots Society, they offer scholarships to women and non-binary individuals who want to get into the fermented alcohol business. That's a great thing. Here in California, there's two schools that offer that program, one being University of California, San Diego, and the other one being UC Davis. So, which helps bring me to my point of a survey done by Brewers Association, where they found that white male brewers outnumber women 3-1, something that is changing every year as more and more women are going to school to learn the art of brewing beer. Another unfortunate and devastating risks that go into it being male dominated is actually sexual harassment in the workplace. 90% of staff, it's usually all male at a brewery, and less than 24% are women or brown indigenous people of color. There have been stories from female sales directors who were are followed back to their hotel room after hosting a tap takeover somewhere, and so that's pretty devastating, I think, and scary because there's only males around. There's nobody there. There's no support for females or brown indigenous people of color who are in that industry. So that's why it's important to support all persons in that industry, but more specifically females. And so that there's change. You see change in the industry. There's been a trend year after year, women going back to school and going to programs that I spoke about just briefly. Another survey by Brewers Association in 2019 found that 77% of breweries were owned by men and only 9 were owned by people of color. So in closing, I think that this is why representation matters. I think having the same opportunities as a male counterpart matters. Supporting women and brown indigenous people of color in these industries it's important and help give a sense of community and importance when they are fairly represented, like any other group of people, right? After all, Brewsters, I don't know if you know what Brewsters are. Brewsters are female brewers, are the original, right? So, in closing, I would like to remind everybody that, blood, sweat, and tears often go into these startups of small businesses like this, like a brewery. So if you like good tasting beer and are a connoisseur of the craft, I actually, I recommend that you head over to your local brewery and help support women that are actually making it all happen. Thanks.